Okay, as you can see, I've got the crankcases separated. On this Yamaha, they're split vertically. They usually split horizontally these days, but this was an exception. So the way I got them apart without damaging anything was to use this, which is a crankcase separating tool, which I had to buy from Yam Bits. It's about 45 quid. Now normally you would just undo all the nuts and bolts and just sort of tap these apart, but these are mated together very precisely, and there's not much apart from a spot here where you can get a mallet in and tap them apart. So I invested in this, and the way it works is it goes on the end of the crankshaft like that, and then you arrange these legs over a suitable threaded hole, and you put a couple of bolts through these legs and maybe some washers and things to get it all flat, and then you just tighten this up, and it gradually presses on the end of the crankshaft but pulls on the crankcase, and eventually they pop apart. I got the engine out of the frame with a bit of difficulty. The main difficulty was this rear engine mounting. I could unscrew the nut and get the bolt to turn around, so it seemed like it was going to come out, but it wouldn't. So no amount of tapping on it, some heat and some lots of penetrating oil and that sort of thing, nothing would do. So what it is, there's a bolt goes through here, there's a spacer in the middle that it goes through, and in these holes there are vibration absorbing bushes, and it's those that were stuck in there, and you couldn't get them out. So what I had to do was we actually had to get a hacksaw blade in there and cut the bolts through so I get the engine out. I still couldn't punch the bolt out of the middle, so what I had to do was to get these bushes out was to, here's the old one, was to literally, you can see that, literally bash an old screwdriver in there to deform it on both sides, and then I could winkle them out, and then at last I could get the remains of the bolt out. So that's it. So the next spot is to the next piece of work is to fully separate the crankcases, take the crank out, take the oil seals and everything out, and check out the gearbox, the transmission. I think it's all okay in there. I think it will come out in one piece, won't need anything doing to it, and then we can move on. That's it for now.